You've probably heard it before, women don't want a man who's always chasing them. What they really want is someone who's hard to get, someone whose presence naturally commands respect. The moment you start chasing, you lower your value, and she begins to lose interest. But here's the game changer: when you stop playing by her rules, the tables turn, and suddenly, she's the one chasing you. It's a tough pill to swallow, but the more you push, the further she pulls away. We've all seen it, guys who go overboard with elaborate dates, endless texts, or constant gifts, only to have her pull back. Why? Because when you give too much, you give away your power. The chase is what makes something valuable. So, when you stop chasing, you become the challenge, the prize she's eager to win. Now, let's dive in. Do this and she will come back crawling to you. 1. Understanding why she pulled back. Before diving into the tactics, it's essential to understand why she pulled back in the first place. This isn't something that happens randomly or without reason. Women don't just pull away because they feel like it, it's usually about the power dynamics in the relationship. When a woman feels she has too much control, or when a man seems too eager to please, the attraction starts to fade. This isn't something she does consciously, it's just human nature. If she senses you're always available or that she can easily get your attention, she'll start taking you for granted. It's the same principle with anything in life: when something is easily attainable, it loses its value. If you've been overly available, texting too much, or constantly showing interest, you've already given up some of your value in her eyes. Instead of feeling valued, she may start feeling bored and look for excitement elsewhere. Recognizing this early on can help you shift the power dynamics back in your favor. 2. Emotional detachment. Now that you know why she pulled back, it's time to introduce emotional detachment, one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. Emotional detachment is about creating the space for her to miss you and see you in a new light. It doesn't mean you stop caring about her or her feelings, it means you stop letting her actions dictate how you feel. When you pull back emotionally, it's not a manipulation tactic, it's about regaining your power and respect. The moment you stop desperately seeking her validation and stop being emotionally available at every turn, she'll start to find you more attractive. Think of it like this: when something is out of reach or hard to attain, it becomes more desirable. By acting unbothered, even when she pulls away, you're making her want you again. No texts, no calls, and certainly no social media engagement, your absence will speak volumes. She'll start to feel the void, and that emotional distance will ignite her curiosity about you, making her wonder if you've moved on, if you're seeing someone else, or if you've just lost interest. This is where the power shift begins. 3. Avoiding common mistakes. Many men make the mistake of reaching out too soon when they notice she's pulling back. Whether it's sending a text, liking her posts on Instagram, or asking mutual friends about her, these small actions are enough to sabotage your chances. Here's why: every time you reach out, you're telling her that you're still emotionally invested, which places her back in the driver's seat. Even a simple, "Hey, I miss you," text can erase all the progress you've made. It might feel like you're showing her that you care, but in reality, you're giving her the upper hand by validating her behavior without her having to put in any effort. Let her wonder. Stop checking her social media, don't reply to her posts, and avoid sending any checking-in messages. This absence will make her miss you, and the more she wonders why you're not reaching out, the more she'll start to feel the void that your attention once filled. 4. The power of no contact. Now we get into one of the most effective strategies, the no contact rule. Going completely silent, no texts, no calls, no messages, is a psychological tool that works wonders. The idea is simple: by disappearing from her life, you disrupt the power dynamic. Women expect men to chase them, to keep the conversation going, to send the texts. But when you don't do any of that, when you completely vanish from her life for a while, you take control. Suddenly, she's the one wondering what happened, why you haven't reached out, and if you've moved on. This uncertainty triggers a deep emotional response, and for many women, it sparks the desire to reach out, to get you back. Yes, it's hard, especially when you're used to constant communication, but the longer you stay silent, the more she'll begin to miss you. The fear of losing you will override her pride, and curiosity will drive her to reconnect. 5. How to stay focused during the pullback. When practicing the no contact rule, it's easy to make the mistake of obsessing over when she'll text you or when you'll hear from her again. That's not the point of this strategy. The goal is to focus on yourself and use the time to better yourself. When you're no longer obsessing over her, you're building your own life. Hit the gym, learn new skills, start a new hobby, or grow your business. The more you improve yourself, the more valuable you become, not just to her, but to yourself. You're not waiting for her to come back, you're becoming the man she wishes she had never let go. Focus on your own growth, so when she finally does reach out, you're not the same man she initially knew. You'll be stronger, more confident, and more successful. The man she pulls back from is not the man she'll want to come back to. By the way, before we move on to number 6, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. And if you want to catch my next awesome video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Also, drop a comment below saying I subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you to the family. And guess what? I've got a very special treat for you, a free ebook called The Attraction Handbook. Inside, you'll discover the forbidden secrets to make every woman beg for your attention, no matter your looks or what she said before. Whether you're aiming for a steamy night or a lifelong connection, this handbook is your ticket to total control. Once you unlock its power, she won't be able to resist your magnetic pull. Don't miss out, click the link below to claim your free copy now. Alright, let's dive back in. 6. Use heartbreak as fuel. Heartbreak, while painful, can be one of your greatest sources of motivation. Rather than wallowing in self-pity and replaying the past in your mind, use the pain to propel yourself forward. Every time you feel the sting of rejection, remember that this is your chance to become the best version of yourself. Most men waste heartbreak by sulking, scrolling through social media, or trying to get their ex back, but you can turn your pain into a weapon for personal growth. Breakups don't define you, they can ignite your transformation. Use the energy you'd spend obsessing over her to work harder, improve your life, and build a future she can't resist. When she sees what you've become, when she realizes the man you've grown into, she'll regret ever letting you go. It's not about getting revenge or making her feel bad, it's about showing her the life she's missing out on. 7. Making her miss you. The secret to making her miss you isn't about playing games, it's about pulling back and creating space for her to feel your absence. When you're constantly available, always texting or reaching out, she never has the opportunity to miss you. But when you remove yourself from her life, when you go silent, she starts to feel the void. In today's world, where everyone is always connected, your absence will be the loudest message you can send. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. By giving her the space to miss you, you make yourself a challenge, something she has to fight for. It's not about being cruel or manipulative, it's about respecting yourself and knowing your value. When you pull back, she'll start wondering what happened, if you've moved on, or if there's someone else. That curiosity will pull her back in, making her miss you more than you can imagine. Thank you for watching. Don't miss out on your free copy of my book, it's waiting for you in the description or pinned comment below. You'll be amazed by what you find inside. Before you go, I urge you to check out the playlist currently displayed on your screen. These insightful videos hold the key to unlocking your dating potential, propelling you towards mastery in no time. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. Until next time.